What's happening, everybody? It's Dave Bowen, the last honest marketer, and today I've got another value-packed video for you, a value-packed tip, one that I just so happened to stumble across today, and one that I absolutely needed to hear today because, you know, you've heard me say this before. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason, that there are no coincidences in life, and this video that I stumbled across today of Tony Robbins was exactly what I needed today. And inside of this video, I'm going to talk to you about something personal. You know, you may have been wondering where I've been and, you know, why I haven't been sending out as many emails as I usually do and, you know, videos, you know, that I usually do and things like that. And I'm going to talk to you about that inside of this video. So pay close attention because I want to, like I said, get personal with you. And, you know, basically, this personal story that I'm going to talk to you about goes hand in hand with the topic of the video today. So I'm going to give you a personal example from my own life of how this tip is so powerful, and it really is one of the biggest deciding factors between success and failure. So close out all distractions, pay close attention to this video, and possibly even grab a pen and a notepad and take some notes because this stuff is powerful, guys. Okay, so what are we talking about? Well, what I'm talking about is making new decisions. And I know it sounds so simple, but it really is so powerful, and it can make the difference between success and failure. See, we make decisions every single day, multiple times a day, whether we consciously know it or not. You know, for instance, what I was talking about that I'm going to get personal with you here is over the past, I don't know, week or two, I have made this decision that I'm burnt out. You know, I've made this decision that I needed a break, or, you know, that I'm burnt out, that I don't need to take as much action as I have been. And, you know, and it's really affected my life. You know, it's really affected my life, and you know, and I apologize about that. But today, well, as I said, I stumbled across a video of Tony Robbins, and this video talked about making new decisions and how, you know, basically decisions change our lives. You know, I want you to think back to a time in your life when you made a decision, either negative or positive, that impacted your life. I'll tell you one from my life was about 3 years ago when I was laying on the floor of my buddy's apartment. I had been evicted from my apartment. I had a negative $300 bank account. I had no car, no job. I had absolutely nothing to my name, and I was withdrawing from drugs and alcohol. And, you know, my emotions were going wild. You know, one minute I was happy, and the next minute I wanted to die, you know, and it was horrible. It was probably one of the worst times in my life. And, you know, I really wanted to just give up. I wanted to just make a decision to accept the way that it was and to just realize that this is the way that my life is going to be, and to just basically give up. Now, I'm not talking about killing myself or anything like that, but I'm just talking about accepting the way things were and just living my life like that. But, you know, something deep down inside of me, which I believe was God doing for me what I couldn't do for myself, you know, laying there on that floor, my mind going wild, running circles around itself, I had this thought come into my mind that, you know, this will make you stronger. If you push through this, if you make a decision to do whatever it takes to push through this and get on the other side, you will become stronger and you will be able to do whatever you want to do. And, you know, I try to step back into that moment, which you can do now in a situation in your life. Just think of a situation in your life where you made a decision, preferably a positive, you know, decision or outcome, and step into that moment. You know, for me, like I said, something inside of me said that you are meant for more than this, that you need to make a decision to keep pushing on. And so I did. And, you know, that year, later on that year, if I had worked the whole year, I was on track to make over $70,000. And the next year, and guys, it's not all about the money. I'm not bragging about the money. I'm just telling you, from that spot where I had nothing to my name, I wanted to give up, I went on to change my life, to go on to make a lot of money, and just absolutely turn my life around. And just from that one simple decision. So what decision did you make that impacted your life? And how did it impact your life? I want you to think about really what that little, and it probably was just a little decision, just like mine was. All my decision was to just push on, to just keep pushing on and realize and make a decision that I am worth it, that I am meant for better things. And then also a little over 18 months ago, I made a decision to get clean and sober. And that has totally changed my life. If you had asked me 18 months ago what I wanted to get out of sobriety, I would have sold myself short. I would have definitely sold myself short. Today, especially being able to work online and tell my story and inspire others is one of the greatest benefits that I have ever gotten out of anything in life. That to me is worth more than any amount of money. All from that decision to decide to get clean and sober. So guys, we need to start making new decisions. And if you don't make a decision and you just decide to accept the way things are, that is a decision inside of itself. Okay, so realize that. If you're and there are certain things that we have to accept. One of my favorite prayers is called the Serenity Prayer, and that is, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can. And I've got to realize the things that I can't change and focus on the things that I can change. Henry Ford Napoleon Hill once asked Henry Ford, is there anything that you think that you can't do in life? And Henry Ford said, yeah, back when I was younger, in my younger days, yes, but today, no. I know that I can focus on the things I can do and not on the things that I can't do. And I can do anything that I want if I do that. So this is so important, guys, and we need to make decisions, new decisions that will change our life. Just like my new decision now is to make a decision that I'm going to take massive action, that I'm not burnt out, that I'm just getting started, and that I'm going to build a huge team, that I'm going to create 10 full-time income earners inside our team, that I'm going to provide massive amounts of value to you, my subscribers, that I'm going to take massive action and create the life that I want to create the lives of my dreams, and make a decision that I am worth it, that I do deserve to have prosperity in my life. And when I talk about prosperity, I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about, emotionally, physically being prosperous. And that's so important, guys. So, if you're just standing on the sidelines, and you're sick of your job, you're sick of your life, the way that you're living your life, you're sick of whatever you're sick of, make a decision to change it. You are the only one that can change it. And if you sit there and just decide to do nothing about it, that is a decision. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. They think that they need to make a decision one way or the other, and that's not true. If you decide to accept something that you should not accept, or you decide to do nothing about it, that is a decision. Just like for a couple weeks there, I was not making a decision to not do something. I was just accepting the fact that I was burnt out, and that that I was procrastinating, and that is a decision inside itself, and it really affected my life and my business. And until I could accept that, and until I could make a decision to change that situation, things stayed the same. Okay, so if you're in a relationship that you don't like, change it. If you hate your job, change it. If you want to spend more time with your family and you hate that you have to work so much, change it. If you're not feeling emotionally well, change it. If you're in a negative frame of mind right now, change it. You know, our Creator gave us control over our own minds to do whatever we want with those minds. You know, we can think positive or we can think negative. We have that control. And that is one of the only things that we have control of in our body. You know, we don't have control of our heart rate. We don't have control of really anything else other than our own minds. Okay? So that, I think, is a sign to us that we need to realize the power of our own minds and take control of it and make new positive decisions. So, guys, if you're sitting on the sidelines and you're just sitting there wondering if you can do this or wondering if this will work for you, and you're thinking, I'll make a decision about it tomorrow, or, you know, whatever the case is, make a decision to get started with us today, guys, because you sitting there on the sidelines wondering if it will work, basically, you know, not doing anything about it is a decision. And you need to make a decision, a positive decision that will change your life and change other people's lives around you. You know, as I said, you are the creator of your own world. If you want to, you know, change things in your life, you have to make a decision and you have to take action on that decision. And see, that's another important part, is once you make that decision, just like you may be making right now to join our team, to click that link below and join our team, you have to take action. You know, there's an old story, an old metaphor, whatever you want to call it, of three frogs on a log. And one of them made a decision to jump off. How many are on the log? 3. Because he just made a decision. He didn't take action. Okay, so take action, guys. Change whatever it is that you're sick of in your life. Okay, and I'm here to help you to change that. And I now vow and promise to you to provide as much possible value as I can. Okay, as a matter of fact, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'll be making a video for you, a training video, where I'm going to go over exactly my SEO promotion process. So for those of you that are interested or already are blogging or doing video marketing, this is going to change the game for you. And this is a video that I really should charge $197 for, but I'm going to give it to you free for my subscribers only. So if you're watching this video and you're not a subscriber of mine, subscribe somewhere on this page or wherever you're watching this video. Subscribe to my email list and you will get that free training worth $197. Okay, so love you guys. Make new positive decisions today and start doing that from now on. Talk to you guys later. Dave Bowen signing off.